If you're panicking about your call volume from Google dropping, then this video is for you because I'm going to explain why I think that what Google is doing right now in this latest test is actually going to help your business get more customers, even though your call volume might be dropping. A lot of businesses right now are experiencing that their rankings are improving, but their call volume is dropping. And you might wonder, like, why is that? And the reason is because Google is testing out this layout where they make it a little bit more difficult for people to find the call button, right? They still have the phone number on the Google business profile listing here, but you can't click it. Before there was a button here that said call. So it was just super easy to do a search, most likely click on the first one or two options and then hit the call button. And quickly call the business owner and try to get the information that they needed. And that was great because call volume was high, but what it was actually doing was giving a lot of very unqualified buyers, getting them straight through to the businesses and wasting the business's time. And so while the call volume was very high, the qualified buyers was very low, which was frustrating business owners to the point where many business owners actually stopped picking up the phone when customers were calling. So this is less prevalent in like brick and mortar businesses like salons or restaurants where it's like where they need someone there to pick up the phone to make bookings. I'm referring more to like home service providers like plumbers, roofers, HVAC, carpet cleaners, notary publics, those types of businesses, because they were getting so many bad leads every single day, like someone coming and just clicking the call button without doing any research on the business, they stopped picking up the phone and then they actually were getting fewer customers than they could have. So the reason that I'm actually optimistic about this change is because it forces users to now do a little bit of research. So before I want to call Los Angeles, LA, I would have to click on it, look at some images, scroll down, see what Google's giving in the overview. I can read some reviews, read the description, read some posts, and most of the time you'll get an AI summary of the business before I call, right? That means I'm going to basically know, is this business right for me before I call them, which means I'm not going to waste the business owner's time. And then I think that hopefully as more qualified leads come in, even though they're fewer, business owners are going to be more likely to start picking up the phone again to get those jobs that they were previously missing because it was just too difficult for them to pick up the phone so often. The other reason why I think Google is testing this new layout is because about a month or two ago, they put out the feature to where Google can actually make calls out to the businesses for you. And so in those situations, they would have a button right here that said, get more info or let us call for info, whatever it was. And so I think maybe they're trying to get more into the world where users aren't making the call themselves, but rather they're having Gemini go out and call the business for the information for them. I tested this in another video a couple of weeks ago to get quotes for at-home massage, and it was a super easy experience that I think like I would love to do for all business types, and I'm sure it was easier for the businesses that interacted with this on the other side of it. So if you're really worried about the call volume going down, I think what you should really pay attention to is the percentage of calls that you have that become customers, and then also what your absolute ranking position is. Because if your ranking position is higher, then you're going to get more qualified customers, even though the call volume might seem lower than before. Also, keep in mind that Google tests new layouts all the time. And so if I got this entirely wrong and it's not actually a good thing, which I highly doubt, then don't worry. Most likely Google is going to change the layout again soon enough and things might revert. But I hope they don't, because ideally only the best qualified leads are actually making their way onto your phone. If you found this video helpful, please put a like or a comment below and be sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks.